Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this deep to start us off. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up with a 33.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage costs his team early in this game with an interception.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
He lets it go on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. A new set of downs after that completion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Oh, and he can't hang on for the little screen pass there. That's going to bring up third.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
And nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's QB sneak.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
And now the handoff. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here's the toss play now, running left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive...
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. He's in return. The offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He stays alive, decides not to throw it, and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Looking to throw it on first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Receiver makes the catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned on how this play would work out.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Fights off a defender. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Noles hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
But this one is broken up and falls incomplete. 2nd down after that previous play.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong, there was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Well, you just got to give the offense some credit here. Yeah, it's going to be 4th down, but at least they've given themselves a chance here with such positive yards on that 3rd down play. Now they've got to make a decision.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. Inside the 40 now. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Keeping it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense in hurry-up mode. And the tailback's got it again. Runs right over the defender. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen, and by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Bringing pressure. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for him.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Touchdown, Florida. Number 4 with the carry.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to try to use his legs here. Get some space around the 30. Enough for a first down at the 37. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the point after is right down the middle.
Florida 29, Florida State 14.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. This will likely be the last play of the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. He'll ride the back again here. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Florida 29, Florida State 14.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to advance on the play.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And there's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down. Just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And the Seminoles will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT is good, but is still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. offense is back out on the field now. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
By the receiver.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
And now the running back's got it again. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. And here's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down, but no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. Looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down in inches.
They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. Quarterback sets up, looking for the open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And that gain will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Ball carried by the running back. Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 29, Florida State 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And the Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Using a strong stiff arm. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
5-yard line. 1st and goal, Florida.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going to pull it down and run. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. Now it's 2nd down here. Linebacker shifting around now. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knowles.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Florida offense retakes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star.
Look at this. They faked the PAT and tried to throw for it. And this is caught. How about that? The fake works, and they add 2 points. Now they get set to kick it away.
Florida 44, Florida State 28.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Important 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
So the touchdown was big, but they need this 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And this is caught for the 2-point conversion. They get this within 1 score now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Gators offense retakes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The Noles come to the line with 1st and goal. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Ready? Goal line formation for the defense. Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking.
Well, here we go, Chris. They get the touchdown, and now it's all about the two-point play. Which play do you go with? Under a minute to go and a chance to tie this game up.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they'll make it into the end zone. The two-point try will tie our score here late in the game.
Now, this offense was on a mission on that drive. They put a touchdown on the board right away, did not even hesitate. They didn't want to kick the extra point, wanted to go for 2, a chance to tie the game. They hit it, and all of a sudden, this game's gotten very interesting in the second half.
And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Took contact on the throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Florida.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. It's good. He got it. A huge kick to seal the win. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.